Hello and welcome to All Is Outdoors this week. We're going to open a monster bass bag that came in. This is the platinum bag for July for the Northeast region. Let's get into it, see what we got. I do this without cutting the bag here. Okay, here we are. Here's the bag. We got the reusable bag. It's gusseted. It's got a zipper. Have it upside down. Right here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're gonna start out with some soft plastics from Vicious Fishing. From Vicious Fishing, we got the 5-inch Pro Stick. There's a quantity of 8, and it's the chartreuse pepper color. So we got a Senko style bait. Can't wait to try those out. All right, next thing we've got. Oh, here we go. We got some Grandebass. This is a new product. This is a 3.75-inch Kickback Shad. So we got a paddle tail in black color, and that is a 6-pack. The Kickback Shad from Grandebass. So a new bait that they came out with. We have got a spinnerbait from Vicious Fishing. So we got 2 things from Vicious Fishing. The shredder. This is a 3/8 ounce willow in Colorado, and the color is sexy. So a spinnerbait from Vicious Fishing, the shredder. Then we have got the newest thing here. This is a Dice tournament ready tackle from Brothers Baits. This is the loaded dice and green pumpkin, and it's a 2-pack. So we got a 2-pack of loaded dice, the little dice bait that everybody's been coming out with. All right, then we've got First Contact Tungsten, the Underspin there. This is the Tungsten bladed swim bait hook, 3/0 and 1/8 of an ounce. That's going to pair up very nicely right here with this. That'll work good. Could have used that on there, but I don't know if I'd like the color with the black on the spinnerbait. Might be better off actually for a trailer. You could almost use this as well if you get all right color. I'm getting carried away here. Oh, geez, another thing to pair with the swim bait is a swim jig. So we've got a Pro Swim Jig from Razor Custom Tackle. This is a 1/2 ounce, and it's gonna be, it doesn't tell me the color, but it's a black blue. So actually that would pair up really nice with the black paddle tail. So we got that. And the last, but not last bait here is from the product testing that they're doing. We have got a bait here. This is the Headbanger. It's a crankbait, 2.2 inches, 3/8 of an ounce, and it dives to 4 feet. This is a monster bass one that they're having us test, and it's in the Ghost Craw color. All right, then we've got a couple stickers. We've got the Monster Bass sticker. Fish better. We've got a sticker of a ruler. How does yours measure up? I don't know if we're talking what we're talking about here, but I guess your fish on there, it's kind of small. It's only 12 inches. But there's a sticker, second sticker. We've got the golden ticket here, And then we've got the book. And of course, can't forget the bag. Okay, let's recap. We got the old golden ticket. We got sticker number 1, Monster Bass. I don't know if, I can't believe if that, I can't remember if that's Lowenbrow or what kind of beer company that is, but there's a first sticker. The second sticker is, how does yours measure up? Little ruler. Next thing we have got the Vicious Fishing Shredder, 3/8 of an ounce in the sexy color. We got a silver willow and then a gold Colorado there. We'll flip this over here and we got nice stout hook. Looks like it's a tied skirt there. Not much of a bait keeper, but there is a little bit of a bait keeper on there. So there we go. Vicious Fishing, the Shredder. Looks pretty good. Sticking with Vicious Fishing, we have the little stick bait, the 5-inch Pro Stick 8-pack, and it's in the chartreuse pepper color. Looks nice. That'll work good on a wacky rig, weightless Senko, or weightless Texas. Any kind of weighted something, I will use something like this. If it's weightless, I normally stick strictly to the Yamamoto just because I think it's a better action, but haven't used these, so we'll find out. You could actually even cut about half this off and you could use this as a trailer on there. I think it'd work pretty good. The color match is pretty nice. So there's Vicious Fishing. Next thing we've got, I don't know if I covered the bag, but we got the bag, the reusable bag there. 3 Brother Baits. We got the little dice. We got the loaded dice in green pumpkin. The new thing in these baits. Everybody's got one of these. iCast is coming out and everyone's got one of these baits. So very neat to get it. It's kind of, you can't see, but it's very stretchy. It's almost like an elastic type material. Maybe not quite so much, but it definitely feels durable. I think that's going to hold up. But that looks very nice. It's not real big, so either drop shot that or put that weightless with a little, hook it with a little like a drop shot weight, but that'll work great. Okay, next thing we got the Grandebass. We got the Grandebass 3.75-inch Kickback Shad in black color. Looks great. Nice looking bait. Can't wait to give this a try. I like how they put them in these nice clamshells, so you're going to keep the tail nice, but you look at the kicker on that thing. Can't wait to try that, see how that works. And that's going to pair up really good with the Tungsten Underspin here. The Tungsten Underspin. But that looks nice. You screw it. You'd actually just screw it in here, then hook it like you normally would. But that would be very nice. That'll work great. It also would pair up nicely, that Kickback Shad will pair up nicely with the jig from Razors, the Pro Swim Jig, 1/2 ounce, in the blue-black color. Right there we go. I mean, really nice stout hook. Good bait keeper here. Nice weed guard. Nice looking. Yeah, Razor makes good jigs. You can't go wrong. But that looks nice. And again, pair up perfectly with this. They did a great job of pairing this stuff up this month. All right, I think that leaves us down to the last thing, which is for product testing. This is from Monster Bass. This is the Headbanger 4. And it's a crankbait. But that really looks nice. Great looking hooks. I really can't wait to get that out. There's a thud in there, but I believe that's more the weight transfer than actually in there just to make noise. But it'll still thud, but that's to help the weight transfer of it and to help you cast it farther. But nice looking bait. And that color, what is that? That is the Ghost Craw color. Great looking color. Right there's where we go. There's what we got from Monster Bass. Okay, let's go through the last thing, which is the book. It is Hot Weather Bass Fishing. That's what time of year it is, so here we go. We got a little bit about the box, and then Helping You Catch Greatness. It tells you kind of the outline of what's in here, and then this is from Rick, the founder of the company. Gives you a little, some words and stuff about the box. Talk about shaping the future, and that's the product testing, and right there's the bait that we're testing. And as you see, there's the Banger 4. So there's going to be a Banger 4, 6, 8, and 10, all different, all diving different depths. 4 foot, 6 foot, 8, and 10. So, you know, a little bit, well, that looks like they weigh a little bit more, but not a huge difference in size. 2.2 to 2.5. And then everything from 3/8 ounce up to ½ ounce. So there's a little bit about the bangers that we're going to test and that they're coming out with. They got their member exclusive offers. There we go. This month is upgrade your box for just $5. So email customer service and you can upgrade. I don't know if that does anything for platinum people, but if you're not platinum, you can call and upgrade from silver to gold, gold to platinum, things like that. They talk about the lives. So lives are every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Eastern. You call it, it's on YouTube, but you can call in. They put their number up there so you can call in. You can ask questions in the chat. Lots of interesting thing. Brothers Baits were on there, and they were talking about their baits. And then here we got them in this much box. So very interesting. Lots of information. It's entertaining. Call in. Lasts just a little over an hour usually. So check it out on Wednesday night on YouTube. The lives, 7 o'clock Eastern. Best ways to fish worms for the summer. So we got different techniques and tips on fishing worms. You know, Texas rig, Carolina whacking, Nico drop shot, and more. Then we got the trophy room. So they're pushing the trophy room. You go in there, go to monsterbass.com, check out the trophy room, type that in, and you can see how people are doing in your state, in the lake you fish, things like that. But if you go in and put in your catch, it doesn't have to be your PB, it can just be a trophy that you catch. And you can submit it and it'll go on this, and they're starting to try to build a database. So that's pretty cool. So go check that out. They've been doing this for a while, the bait selection guide. I think it's pretty good information. They talk about the seasons, winter, summer, spring, fall, and then water clarity and temperatures. And then it gives you some suggestions on baits and techniques to try when it's like that. Summer tactics for hot weather bass. So a little article on that. Looks like this one is going to be about swim jigs. So they're going to talk about swim jigs and trailers, retrieve techniques, things like that. So very useful information, and it goes along with what we've got in the box this month. Next thing, if I can get that page open, I know it's there. We got a recipe. They've been putting these recipes in. They all look pretty good. This one looks great, actually. Red, white, and blue s'mores cones. That looks delicious. Does that not look great? But so that's in there. Recipes. Mastering shallow crankbaits. So we're gonna have tips and techniques on mastering shallow crankbaits, which again we got in this box. So there is more tips in here on how to fish these things. You gotta love it. Then we're talking about the trophy room. So these are people that submitted their trophies, their PBs, whatever it is, to Monster Bass. They pick some out and they put them on here. They've also been doing it occasionally, or most of the time, on the lives as well. Not these same ones, they'll be different ones, but they post them on there. So you can check out how people are doing, and congratulations to all these folks that are catching these very, very nice fish. Then the last page is talking about the loyalty program. So they have a loyalty program. You can go on to monsterbass.com and read about that. But it's the more you spend, the more you save. You get coupons, you get special deals, you get things like that. Not coupons, you get percentages off and special deals. But go in and check it out. But so they do have a loyalty program, so that you put it into Monster Bass, you get something out. So there we go. There's the book. I think it's a very great bag this month. It's all got baits that are good for this for here where I am at the Northeast. This stuff is all going to work great this time of year. I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to get out there and try some of these things. You know, the dice, definitely been wanting to try that. They look great. You can't go wrong. You know, I really like, you know, using a nice paddle tail this time of year, and they've given you some great things to pair it up with. And it's a new product from Grandebass. I can't wait to get out and try. And then also, you know, let's get out there, do our testing. If you get this, make sure you fill out the survey for these. Very important that you do. All you gotta do is scan that on the back, answer a few questions. I haven't been getting mine in a timely manner. I've still got to get my frog in. I've been out fishing with it. Done pretty well with it. I'm really happy with that frog. I did trim off a little bit of the legs on it, but it has worked really good. I'm going to put out a little video of a couple of the fish I caught. So I've been happy with it. Fairly good hookup rate. I don't do that well, but if you do get the boxes, make sure you fill out the surveys. You do that, test them out. It really helps the companies develop something better, find out what your input is and how you like it, what you thought of it, if it worked all right, things like that. But go do that. But thank you for being here with All Is Outdoors. I really do appreciate you watching. And please subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you next week on All Is Outdoors. Now get yourself outdoors, enjoy nature, and have a good time. See you next week.